I get it, you're staring at the add to cart button and wondering if this compactor is the kind of tool that will actually finish the job without turning into a costly piece of garage junk. You've probably spent a few evenings scrolling through spec sheets, watching YouTube demos, and maybe even hearing a neighbor swear by a different brand. The fear of buying the wrong equipment is real, especially when a $500+ investment sits on the line. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon, and I'm going to walk through what matters most once you've actually got the machine in your hands. First off, the 5.5 HP Honda Vibratory plate compactor from Tomahawk Power Store isn't a generic knockoff. It's built around Honda's proven small engine platform. That matters because the engine is the heart of any compactor. If it dies halfway through a driveway prep, you're back to the drawing board. Honda engines are known for low-maintenance operation and a reputation for lasting many years if you keep up with basic oil changes. That reliability is the first piece of value you get, especially compared to some cheaper Chinese alternatives that can sputter after a few hundred minutes of use. Now, what does this machine actually do on a typical job? Picture you're a homeowner who finally decided to replace the uneven slab in the backyard with a new patio. You've already laid a 4-inch layer of crushed stone, and you need to make sure it's solid enough to hold pavers without settling later. The 23x17-inch plate gives you a footprint that's big enough to cover a decent area with each pass, but still small enough to maneuver around a garden fence or a narrow stairwell. The vibratory action, powered by that 5.5 HP engine, delivers a high compaction force that can push deep into the subbase. In practice, that means you'll feel the machine dig in as you walk it forward, and the ground will become noticeably firmer after just a few passes. For a 12x12-foot patio, most people finish the compaction stage in under an hour, fuel tank refills included. Speaking of fuel, the 2.5-gallon tank is a practical detail you'll notice quickly. It's big enough for small residential jobs, but if you're planning to compact a large driveway or a commercial parking strip, you'll find yourself stopping to refuel more often than you'd like. The tank size isn't a design flaw, it's a trade-off that keeps the unit's overall weight manageable. The compactor itself sits around a few hundred pounds, which means it's heavy enough to stay grounded during operation, yet light enough for a single person to tilt and push with a little effort. If you have a 2-person crew, moving it from the truck to the job site is a quick chore. If you're solo, be prepared for a bit of a workout, especially on a slope. Who should actually buy this thing? The sweet spot is DIY homeowners tackling medium-sized projects, new patios, walkways, small garden paths, or even a modest driveway repair. Small landscaping firms and contractors who need a portable, reliable compactor for tight space jobs will also find it fits nicely into a back truck. The Honda engine's durability gives peace of mind when you're out on a job site and can't afford a sudden breakdown. Plus, the extended warranty that Tomahawk offers adds a safety net that's rare in this price range. Who should walk away? If your typical workload involves large-scale commercial paving, a 5.5 HP plate will feel underpowered and the fuel tank will become a constant interruption. For projects that require continuous compaction over thousands of square feet, a larger, higher horsepower unit with a bigger tank and perhaps a walking assist handle will be more efficient. Also, if you're on a very tight budget and you don't need the proven reliability of a Honda engine, you might find a cheaper, lower-spec model that still gets the job done, but you'll be trading that reliability for a higher risk of premature failure. Let's dig into the practical strengths. The high compaction force is the headline, but the real benefit shows up when you're working with clay soil that tends to stay soft after a single pass. The vibratory action brakes.